Coach said that with your pick six, he said maybe the defense thought you guys would just take care of it and ice this one. Was there any conversation about that on the bench?
Nah, I mean, anytime, we know East Carolina had a really good defense as well. And so one thing that we wanted to do kind of all week, we wasn't, necessarily competing against East Carolina's offense, but also competing against their defense as well. I want to say they're second in our conference. And so we kind of wanted to come out here, really make a statement. Had an opportunity. We knew, once it was 14-10, we like, okay, like, from our standpoint, they don't score again, like we win the game. You know what I'm saying? And so that was kind of our mindset for the whole, rest of the game. And so it's always fun, when you get a chance to, ice it and, get a pick six, and Kobe with a huge strip as well. And so that was kind of our mindset, just bend, don't break, understand that, that offense can keep, punting the ball, putting us on the field. That's why you play the game as a defensive player. And so you want to be on the field, you want to make stops, you want to have clutch third downs and do all of that type of stuff. And so we felt like we accomplished that tonight.
I saw your folks made the trip out here. What did it mean for you to have that pick six with them actually here and, not watching it on TV?
Yeah, that was my first pick six actually in my college career. So it was pretty cool having my parents there. I seen my mom like dancing still when I was running on kickoff. She was still dancing up there. But yeah, so it was huge to have them there, especially for the first one. And so really happy that they got a chance to come out.
I know we talked before the season about SMU's kind of established as an offensive school, and you guys wanted to change that. Do you feel like you guys have, through 6 games, kind of changed that narrative a little bit?
I feel like we're in a really good direction. Kind of after the bye week, we had a chance to, kind of self-scout ourselves, know that we played well, but, we also had, opportunities that we can play a lot better. We played, good today, had opportunities we could play a lot better, too, as a defense. So that's one thing that's, kind of really fun and really good about it, that we're performing right now, but we understand that we still have more room to grow, and so kind of just we feel like we're heading in the right direction. And so we just have other games and stuff like that where we can hopefully keep improving.
When the offense has kind of been a little bit of a rut at times, what are the conversations like when you see them or whatever in the locker room at half? What's the like picking guys up? What's the mentality?
Yeah, before every game, and honestly coming into the season, me and Preston, he said that he was really excited that we would be lining up with each other instead of against each other. And so he said, if offense is struggling, he could look at me. I pick him up. Defense is struggling, I could look at him, pick him up. That's kind of the relationship we have. And so the whole time, when we were coming back on the field, punt alert, whatever the case may be, defense is like, all right, like we had a lead. As long as, we don't mess up as a defense, we're going to walk out of here with a W, and that's all that really mattered. So, kind of having those conversations with each other on the field, but also offense understanding that defense is supporting them, and, vice versa. If, we ever start struggling in a game, we would definitely want them to, bail us out a couple of times. And so that's just what one of those games was tonight. Defense ended up, bailing offense out, but offense still played good enough for us to, even get put in a position to ice the game.
On your interception, how did you see that play unfold? And when that ball's in the air, are you aware that you had that much open space in front of you, or are you just trying to catch the ball?
So they were in a condensed formation, and so condensed usually means mesh for us. And so it worked out to where I was going to end up dropping in the strong hook. And so once I seen, everybody on my side running the same route, dang near, I had a feeling that, they were trying to get somebody to come back to the field on a mesh route. So I was really driving the receiver. Quarterback ended up overthrowing it. I caught it. I still don't know how long it was, honestly. Like, once you caught it, I just blurred. Everything goes, mute. But
34.
Okay, solid. But yeah, so got a pick or whatever, and then just through film work and tendencies and stuff like that. And so Coach Simons does a great job of preparing us, and ended up just pulling the trigger.
You guys in that safety group have been without Crossley for the last couple of weeks, and then I think Massey picked up a knock early and ended up coming back. But how good is it to have the depth that you have, and just kind of what have you seen from the group playing a man down and then at sometimes 2 guys down?
Yeah, and that's big time. That's big time, boy. That's big time. You good, Cleach? That's big time, avoid. We preach kind of going into the season, having depth, having the ability to roll guys, having the ability to not worry about, okay, if our one goes down, how does, the 1B, step up into that? And so B. Cross has done a great job of making sure, CJ is still, learning, and he's still growing at the position. Ahmad's doing the same thing, learning a lot. Zay has, played, monster. for the past couple weeks. And so that's one thing that, you know, as a unit, what we've talked about and being really competitive in our room, but not combative. And so whoever's out there, whoever's on the field, we're all giving our tips, we're all giving our reminders, making sure that everybody's on the same page. And that's one thing, you know, Coach Simons has kind of established. B. Cross and, you know, Zay and Massey and guys that's been here have also kind of echoed it as well.
What's it like playing behind that defensive line?
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, Elijah Roberts, Chapman, DeVere. Like, I remember I was telling my dad or my brother or somebody, like, we have legit like 10 to 12 defensive linemen that we can roll. And you don't have to worry about, okay, like, is he going to get out of his gap? Is he, you know, still going to rush the passer effectively? And so that's huge, you know, as a secondary, because we understand that there's only a certain amount of time the quarterback can really hold the ball, you know, as long as everybody does our job in the back end. And so that's huge. I love playing behind them boys. Definitely going to try to give them a little, you know, a dinner or something like that. They earned it for sure.
Earlier in the game, it looked like you and Seawoods both had a shot at it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't. You got to go make the play. Was there a little feeling of redemption on then? The
Yeah, 100%. I was telling the guys, you know, after that play, because I was telling some of the guys before, I feel like I'm gonna get a pick today, and then ended up having an opportunity, and you know, Seawoods over there jumping over me and stuff like that, and you know, both of us mad at each other, but mad at ourselves because we both was like in a 50-50, like, who's gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? You gonna get it? And so, you know, scratch that and, you know, obviously move on. But yeah, I told C Woods I owe him some, and he said he owed me something, so it's gonna be good.